Hi, boys and girls. Did you remember what day it was? I thought you might have forgot. So I'm here to remind you, it's Brainwash You with Mainstream Media Buzzword Day. You guys enjoy the video. And don't forget, facts don't care about your feelings.
Brian, a lot of these anti-Semitic, this anti-Semitic vitriol that we're now digging up, and we're seeing more and more of it, was posted on a social media platform called Gab, which frankly, until today, I had not heard of. What is Gab?
Yeah,
How do
it
people
is
use
a fringe website popular among alt-right members. Gab's claim to fame is you can put up pretty much whatever you want, no matter how racist or ugly, and it's going to stay up on the site. The existence of these sites where you can do anything, say anything, and usually these guys will claim, oh, I don't mean it, I'm just playing around. I think with the suspect in Florida, with the bombs, lots of, kind of angry political messages, but there wasn't the kind of anti-Semitic kind of or racist hate necessarily that we're seeing here. What I see the connection between the two cases is the idea that on the internet you can be radicalized. The way we talk about terrorists in other countries being radicalized, Americans are being radicalized by crazy conspiracy theories, far right-wing websites, and some of these dark anti-social sites that spread memes.
And how often, for how long have we been using that exact same language when we're talking about terrorism?
I'll go into more detail about this in the next couple of videos, but you need to know by now that the PSYOP with alleged pipe bomber Cesar Sayoc and the alleged synagogue shooting is being used as a full frontal attack on free speech. They're pulling out all the stops on our internet freedom and using supposed madmen as the justification for increased government censorship and control. See, the problem for them is that people are choosing to abandon fake stream news sources because they see the biased so-called journalism, the outright lies, and the fake stories they're trying to cram down our throats. Networks are getting so sloppy with their fakery that they even dare to flash images like this, making things look even more blatantly staged than they ever have. I'm going to keep this video short, but I wanted to give you an example of the free speech they're attempting to stamp out. Gab.ai, which is Twitter's free speech rival, announced on Twitter that Joyent, Gab's hosting provider, would terminate their service today. And they did. If you go to Gab right now, this is what you'll get. Founder Andrew Torba writes, Gab has spent the past 24 hours proudly working with the DOJ and FBI to bring justice to an alleged terrorist. Because of the data we provided, they now have plenty of evidence for their case. And by provided, I think it just means that it was accessible for anybody to see because it's a public platform. This is the perfect salt in the wound chess move on Gab's part. What they're saying here is, because we allow free speech to continue on our platform, we have evidence that none of the schmucks in Silicon Valley allowed on their platforms. But my concern, because this has to do with supposed hate speech, is who gets to decide what hate speech is. In the midst of this, Gab has been no platform by essential internet infrastructure providers at every level. We're the most censored, smeared, and no platform startup in history, which means we are a threat to the media and to the Silicon Valley oligarchy. Gab isn't going anywhere. It doesn't matter what you write. It doesn't matter what the sophist talking heads say on TV. It doesn't matter what verified nobodies say on Twitter. We have plenty of options, resources, and support. We will exercise every possible avenue to keep Gab online and defend free speech and individual liberty for all people. You all have just made Gab a nationally recognized brand as the home of free speech online at a time when Silicon Valley is stifling political speech they disagree with to interfere in a US election. The internet is not reality. TV is not reality. 80% of normal, everyday people agree with Gab and support free expression and liberty. The online outrage mob and mainstream media spin machine are the minority opinion. People are waking up, so please keep pointing the finger at a social network, instead of pointing the finger at the alleged shooter who holds sole responsibility for his actions. No platform us all you want. Ban us all you want. Smear us all you want. You can't stop an idea. As we transition to a new hosting provider, Gab will be inaccessible for a period of time. We are working around the clock to get Gab.com back online. Thank you, and remember to speak freely. Andrew Torba. This is a war that has been initiated by mainstream media, federal agencies, and the Silicon Valley schmucks who think they have the right to control what you think and what you say. Gab today, you tomorrow. Censorship doesn't stop unless we stop it. Freedom is always worth fighting for. And even if it's dangerous freedom, it's far superior to the mental shackles they're trying to fasten to our minds as they try to eliminate dissenting voices. The question is, will you resist or will you go back to sleep? I'll see you guys in the next video.
What I see the connection between the two cases is the idea that on the internet you can be radicalized.
Right.
The way we talk about terrorists and in other countries being radicalized, Americans are being radicalized by crazy conspiracy theories, far right-wing websites, and some of these dark antisocial sites that spread memes.
And how
Far right-wing websites and some of these dark antisocial sites that spread memes.
and how often, for how long have we been using that exact same language when we're talking about terrorism?
Terrorism.